Hey gamers, this is John, host of Video Games in the World, and oh brother, Nintendo could be secretly working on a Game Boy Classic? Wow. So, not only we had an NES Classic that came out last year, and this year we have the Super NES Classic, although I kind of wish that certain rare gems of the Super NES made it to the Super NES Classic, like Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals, and tons of other rare gems on Nintendo, like on the Super NES, like Sky Blazer and the Super Scope games. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so there's still a lot of interest in original console systems, as that Nintendo had apparently realized. So there are speculations that a Nintendo 64 Classic will be on the way. And yeah, I would like to see the Nintendo 64 Classic come to life and play old games such as GoldenEye for the N64, the most phenomenal game of the console, not to mention other games like Perfect Dark, Jet Force Gemini, and tons of other gems for the N64. So there's a report following out of Japan that may mean that the original Game Boy is going to get a Classic Edition as well. So, a Japanese trademark bot recently tweeted out Nintendo's filing for a new Game Boy Classic, which not only featured the iconic handheld video game system, but also noted several potential uses, including smartphone programs and cases, as well as consoles. So that doesn't exactly mean that Nintendo will produce a Game Boy Classic, but it may help the company protect the brand from any potential knockoffs. So, are they really gearing up for the Game Boy Classic? If so, bring it on! I would love to play old games again, like Pokemon, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Super Mario Land 2, Super Mario Land, Tetris, Metroid 2, and a shit ton of old Game Boy games that we all used to play and love when us 90s babies, 80s babies, and 90s kids were there. Yeah, we all used to love the black and white games and also the Game Boy Color. So, if you guys have something to say also about this Nintendo Classic, you can comment about it. And in other news, ladies and gentlemen, so finally, Steven Universe Save the Light gets a release date. So it's coming for the PS4 this month, with an Xbox One release following shortly after. Cartoon Network announced the release date for the video game Steven Universe Save the Light, the first home console title based on the popular cartoon series Steven Universe. It is going to be released in North America and Latin America on October 31st, while the Xbox One launches globally 3 days later on November 3. So you're going to have a chance to pre-order it now. So the game will be available digitally on both platforms and cost $25, which is pretty awesome. And so far, and we all know the gameplay. You've seen the 20-minute gameplay months ago, as well on E3, on playing as Steven, Greg Universe, Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, Connie, Peridot, and your favorite characters from the TV series of Steven Universe. So, as you know, Steven Universe Save the Light is a sequel to the series' mobile game Attack the Light. It is a 2D RPG that looks like Paper Mario and stars many mainstays from the animated series, including Steven, his dad Greg, his best friend Connie, and the Crystal Gems. It also features several original characters like Squaridot, a game-exclusive Crystal Gem who is an ally of the game's mysterious antagonist. Like other traditional RPGs, battles in Steven Universe Save the Light play out in turn-based fashion. You also have to press the button at the right time to defend yourself against enemies and deal extra damage when you attack, similar to Paper Mario. So, as you know, Amethyst uses her whip to attack multiple enemies, and Greg Universe plays the role of the bard. Steven attacks with his shield, Connie with her sword, Garnet with her gauntlets, and Pearl with her lance, of course. You can watch 20 minutes of gameplay footage above to get a better on YouTube to get a better look at the game's combat system and the exploration. So I'm actually excited that there's a possibility for a Game Boy Classic coming out, and hopefully there's a Nintendo 64 Classic and also a Sega Genesis Classic, because I would love to see Sega back on the consoles. But who knows if Sega might decide whether to return to consoles or not. But as they say, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow never knows. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have something to say about the possibility of a Game Boy Classic and also about Steven Universe Save the Light, you can just comment, rate, subscribe, share with everyone you know. So remember, gamers, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support me on Patreon, and also watch my videos on VidMe, because due to this apocalypse on YouTube, I cannot depend on YouTube for an income. Because, you know, the apocalypse affected every single user. So anyway, gamers, I hope you can enjoy this. This is John, host of Video Games and the World, and tomorrow, episode 6 of Video Games and the World, season 2, The History of Sega. Have a good one, and play hard, gamers. Bye-bye.